Trafford. It's Manchester United against Arsenal on EA TV. Well, you can certainly feel the excitement tonight here at the Theatre of Dreams, Old Trafford. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. I'm looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It is Manchester United versus Arsenal.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Takes the shot. Just failing to hit the target. Good effort, though.
Now, look, I know this fungus is found elsewhere in the world, but it's a new strain, and it was found in Australia.
The lineup for Manchester United. David De Gea begins in goal. Victor Lindelof plays alongside Harry Maguire in central defence. Bruno Fernandes plays alongside Paul Pogba in central midfield. And leading the line today is Cristiano Ronaldo.
I watched this tiny kid walk up and ask, does this have gluten? Is this dairy-free? But every day the lunch ladies would get annoyed saying, you'll be fine, kid, just eat it. But I need to know. I could get hurt. And they'd shove a tray at him and move on to the next student. I stood closer the next lunch, but I overheard them saying, oh look, here comes Allergy Boy again. They laughed at that. Maybe we should just give him dairy today and see what happens. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, but they smiled while they handed him the spoon. Then he took his first bite, and not even 20 seconds later, he dropped his fork and started running out of the cafeteria with his hands on his stomach. Everyone watched him and laughed, especially the lunch ladies. Did you see him choking though? This was pure evil. I immediately walked to the principal's office to tell him to fire them. But as soon as I finished telling him what I saw, he goes, that's a serious accusation. Do you have any proof? He called them in. And as soon as he asked them, one of them put her hand on her chest and said, what? We try so hard. It was an honest mistake. The principal turned to me. See, it's just a misunderstanding. Perhaps you should focus on your own classroom. I left that office furious, but I made a promise to myself. This wasn't happening again. The next day, I positioned myself right next to the lunch line when he walked in. Hey there, we're so sorry about yesterday. So we made you something completely safe today. We promise. They were performing for the whole cafeteria. We made Thai noodles with our special sauce, totally safe. He thanked them and took his tray, and that's when it hit me. What was he even allergic to? So I quickly walked to the nurse's office to find his folder, and when I looked at it, I felt terrible. He was allergic to almost 25 things. No wonder he was so skinny. But then at the bottom it said, fatal, peanuts. Wait a second. They said Thai sauce. Thai sauce had peanuts in it. Then it hit me. They were trying to kill him. I instantly grabbed the EpiPen from the wall and ran to the cafeteria. But when I burst through the cafeteria doors, I saw a crowd of kids standing in a circle around one of the tables. Someone was screaming, he can't breathe. Somebody help. Where's the EpiPen? There's no EpiPen. There isn't one in here. But I had one. I dropped to my knees beside him and uncapped the pen. His throat had completely closed. I didn't know how long he'd gone without air. I jammed the EpiPen into his thigh and held it there, counting the seconds, but he wasn't breathing. A girl was yelling, please save his life, but it should have worked by now. It was too late, and I looked at those lunch ladies. He told us he wanted it today. They were lying. I snapped, you killed him, prove it. But the girl was pointing to me. Wait, you killed him, and now he can't expose you. I was about to grab the weapon until I heard wheezing. I froze and saw him gasp back to life. And since he could now definitely tell the police what they did, they now stand in line for their prison
the ball
lunch.
over the top
I
is
never
an
thought I'd
absolute
see
beauty.
attempted
And
murder.
what a great finish it is. Struck with power and accuracy. Certainly no stopping that.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah. What else can we do? It's not all offense. Oliver told us to just be good and wait for victory. Wait, who are you guys? Who are you?
So the game restarted by Arsenal. A wake-up call for the Arsenal players, perhaps. Can they construct a response?
That-wise. Pressure, politicians.
Martin Ødegaard.
That-wise.
Granit Xhaka.
Build strong families and
Arsenal pushing
What's
forward
that
with
do?
options available.
weak families.
This could be the equaliser. And it is the equaliser. Well, now, that could be a huge turning point in this game. They carry the momentum.
Strong leaders and knowledge, wealth,
Well, as you can see, he makes it look easy in the end, but I think that's a good finish. He'll be pleased with that.
Before the battlefield, victory starts waiting for the battlefield.
But isn't tawakkul about trusting Allah?
Yes, trusting Allah. So tawakkul is not
So
just
back
big
underway.
God waiting.
One goal
Tawakkul
apiece
is
here.
action with faith.
Then why are so many Muslims waiting for Allah?
Because it means for God what? Allah is waiting for us.
Then what does He want?
Allah wants
And
us to stop
teammates to
waiting
play
for
it to.
us. He wants us
Muriel.
to be kind.
Very alert defending to put a stop to the chance. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Has eyes for goal. Oh, a superb save.
Got some books up, bread.
Let's see about the delivery.
Listen about. Let's practice, eh? Okay. I've seen people
Well, that's
do this
the
in
end of that
Pakistan
for
on the
now.
streets, but will it work in the UK? Little bit of seasoning
Rashford.
on top. Right, let's leave this
Rashford,
egg
fine
in for 10 more
pass.
minutes on that one, eh?
But
Let's see if
mistimed
it
his
actually
run.
cooks.
Well, he's got the
So,
timing
hey,
all wrong there.
that you
He
feed us
just...
get boring because you're not even following me, so make sure you drop me a follow. And the like goal for this video is 500 likes, so make sure you drop me a like.
This is checkers.
needs to bide his time.
My blood pressure is rising.
If your Roblox avatar became your roommate in real life, how crypto are you? At first, you might think this would be kind of fun, because if your avatar is something normal, it
Saka
would just be like living with
could
your best
cross it in
friend.
here.
They probably would just sit there and be chill,
Well, the
eat
referee
snacks,
has
and
instructed
maybe
the
even
fourth
play
official
games
to
with
put
you.
2
But
minutes
then you
on the
realize
board.
some people are completely cooked, because if your
The
avatar
conditions
is
look
one of
pretty
those
good for the
baby or animal
counter-attack.
avatars, now you have a roommate who pays no rent, keeps you up all night, and makes the biggest mess in the house.
To the goal.
And if your avatar is one of those
Save,
troll
but still a
avatars,
chance.
that might be even worse. Because imagine waking up at 3 a.m. and
And
seeing
that will
this
do
stand in
it
your
for the
doorway.
first half
But if
here
your
at the
avatar looks
Theatre
like
of
a demon or
Dreams.
something straight out of a horror movie, you might as well be homeless. If your Roblox avatar...
Players were told they weren't good enough to make it. Back in 2002, a shy little boy from the Rotterdam suburbs named Denzel Dumfries started playing football, and his parents had to drive him to every practice because he was too young to ride his own.
The second
Eventually,
45
he landed
minutes
at a
then
club called
here
Sparta
at Old
20, where he
Trafford.
stayed for 2 whole years. But after those 2 years, the club sat him down and gave him a verdict he would carry for the rest of his life. They released Denzel and told him he wasn't good enough as a boy, and his teammates didn't like him much either. So Denzel ended up at a tiny amateur club called Smithfield, where he basically had to sign
Well, he
himself up
keeps
just to
going.
keep playing. But the bigger clubs kept making the same
Throw-ins
excuse
given.
about him over and over. Scouts from Feyenoord and the other Rotterdam academies kept passing on him because they only cared about technique, and Denzel wasn't that kind of player. So, while future Netherlands stars were being polished in fancy academies, he was just another kid playing Saturday morning football in
White.
the suburbs. But there was one small
Thomas
habit
now.
that quietly separated him from every other kid on that field. He moved to Barendrecht
Plenty of
and kept
players
grinding
waiting in the
lower
middle.
leagues, where he stayed so
Not
disciplined that
fantastic
he even
defending.
turned down
Let's see
prize
if it
team
helps the
dinners while
opposition.
teammates ate whatever they wanted. His mentality and
Now, let's
focus
see
was
what
on a
they can
different
do
level,
here.
but everything flipped the day he turned 18. The club called Sparta
Cedric.
Rotterdam finally took a chance on him, even though he never came
Now,
up through
will
the
the cross
academy
work
system.
out for them?
So Denzel Dumfries
Not away
pushed his way into
completely.
professional football from the outside,
Must
and now he has
score.
just signed for Real Madrid,
Really good timing
arguably the
stop
biggest
to make
club in
sure
Italy.
the threat came to
Players
nothing.
were told they weren't.
And over comes the corner. Well, not the best clearance. And problem solved for now.
Prime Harry Kane start these prime teams.
Well, make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's Manchester United facing Crystal Palace.
Well, that should be
Oh,
a-
Stuart, they must score! Well, the keeper reacted magnificently.
That team, incredible in tight spaces,
nothing
good at
comes of
pressing,
it.
everything that Klopp wanted. But Kane does all of that with 30 plus goals on top, easy start. Away United, while I don't
Well, a
think
good
he has the
tackle.
same ability as a Tevez on the counter-attack, I do think he'd actually start over him, dropping deep, linking with Ronaldo, Rooney, Giggs. And the
Well, this
amount
is
of
such a
goals
good
he would get
watch.
from
Both
crosses,
teams have
I
played their
think
part in a
Bergkamp
great
with
game.
Centurion
Plenty of good
City,
forward
Kane
play.
versus
I'm
Aguero
sure we'll
was
see more
tough.
goals before
Aguero
the
was
end.
a goal machine, but it was more of a
After the
raw
foul,
culture.
a
Kane
chance
and
to
Pep's
contemplate
system is
what
a
is
cheat
next.
code. Dropping to create, propelling Sterling
And perhaps
Sane
a goal
even
from this
more.
free kick.
City were all about opening open tight space.
And
Kane
United
delivered
will
the
switch
perfect
things
goal
around
to wind that game,
personnel-wise.
scored 30 plus goals also. Controversial, but I do think Kane starts. 05
And
Chelsea
Ronaldo
is Kane
tries
a
his
better
luck.
goal scorer than Drogba?
Well, the free
Yes.
kick was on target, but the goalkeeper acquitted himself magnificently to hang on to that. And don't forget, we have more Premier League action coming up for you on EA TV. It's Arsenal facing Everton. Ronaldo feeds it. And now can they keep calm? And there is the goal to re-establish their advantage.
His turn. Then he's got this secret service losing prison.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a really nice ball to put him through. The vision to set up the chance is outstanding, and when he gets onto it, he decides to go for power. It's a really emphatic finish, which gives the keeper no chance.
Is it him or the ocean?
Well, a dramatic moment near the end.
Which is what?
Might well be the
December 17th,
decider.
1967. What taking a day off from leading Spider Island, convinced his mates to shop for a cheeky swim before they went out for lunch. And so they pulled into Cheviot Beach in
Considerable
Victoria.
momentum,
Now on that
courtesy
day,
of Ronaldo.
the ocean was
Well, that's really
pretty
sound
lively.
goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps.
So all his friends warned him that maybe visiting Limo today was a bad
15
idea.
minutes left for play.
Responded,
Oh, he's given us away.
and this beach like the back of my hand. In the water, started swimming away from the shore. And he kept swimming. Further,
An inability
And
to
further.
keep hold of the ball there.
here, mate, that's far enough. You can come back now. Well,
Offside,
where the fuck
close
is he?
one.
Yeah, they completely lost sight of him. Because the Prime Minister
So a personnel change then.
caused the leaderless Australian government to
Read it superbly to take back possession.
start playing Where's Holter. Search and rescue teams scoured the coast for weeks with
Bukayo Saka. Well, still time for them to level it. Safe pair of hands, did his job.
And managed without
Good
drops.
pressure, can they make
Some
something of
conspiracy
this?
theorists
Now,
say
he's
he got
scored
picked up
once
by a
already
submarine.
and
The
close to
answer,
making it a double.
Well, every time he gets on the ball, he looks a real
most
danger today.
important, with the tragic
And the
loss of
substitution
our
will
nation's
occur now.
Prime Minister at sea. How
Let's
did
see
we
about the
choose to
delivery.
commemorate the
It
man
hasn't come to very
who was
much.
claimed by the ocean? Heard you ask that question because we
Oh, it comes to nothing in the end. Really should have made more of that.
Australia's Prime Minister disappeared.
Theo Hernandez.
That is not a joke. This is Harold Holt, the 17th Prime Minister
Difficult
of
to stop
Australia.
him.
And once he disappeared, on that public life, never to be heard from again. I mean,
Ronaldo
we
lost it.
lost him.
Trailing as they are, they're not likely to get too many
It's like
opportunities
the
late in this
Secret
game.
Service losing the president.
Lacazette.
Let me be clear.
Which begs a very important question. Fucking how? Well, you see, Holt was elected Prime Minister in 1966.
And that is the end of the
and
game.
one of
It
the
goes
most
down as a United triumph. No fans are going to be happy with this.
It was my
Well,
first day
Derek,
as
it
a
was a
delivery
really tight
driver
game,
when I
but they
pulled
were
up to a house with 3 German shepherds loose on the front lawn. I triple-checked if it was the right house because I knew this wasn't going to be good, but it was the right house. I stepped out of the car, walked onto the lawn, and immediately one of them
Takes the
charged at me.
shot.